Do you ever struggle with self-sabotage? Do you find yourself consistently sabotaging yourself from achieving that goal, that dream, that plan that you have for yourself? And you can't figure out why. You just can't get yourself to move in the direction of your dreams. If so, watch this video, because you're gonna learn not only how it's possible to create the self-sabotage, but how you can begin to move past it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get more life-changing videos like this one. My name is Peter Schwartz, and here on Life Mastery Gym is where I first began to learn effectively the principles that allowed me to move past my own self-sabotage. And I want to share with you not only the most effective ways to begin to do that, but ways that you may not have heard of yet. So let's just dive right into it. Anytime you're experiencing self-sabotage, it's because of one of three things. One, it is either a values conflict. Two, you have a belief that's getting in the way. Or three, your identity is out of alignment with the goal, dream, or plan that you wish to pursue. So starting with the first thing, a value is simply an emotional state in the body that we either desire to feel or we desire to avoid. So we have towards values things that we really want out of life: freedom, love, connection, peace, success. And then we have away from values. We have things that we cannot stand: humiliation, embarrassment, rejection, loneliness, abandonment, humiliation. These are the things that we cannot stand, we cannot tolerate, and we move away from them. So what you'll find is when you're experiencing self-sabotage, there's likely a conflict of values, that your values are not in alignment with this goal. So I'll see this all the time with business owners who they need to go out there and they need to generate new business. And on the one hand, success, happiness, prosperity, positive values are associated with going out and generating the business. And then on the other hand, failure, fear, embarrassment. What if I start this business and my family members think I'm crazy, etc. They have negative values associated with that goal, dream, or desire as well. And so when you have one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake, right? If you have one person who's saying, let's go left, and the other person who's saying, let's go right, it's damn near impossible to move towards anything in a powerful way. So the first place to check is your values. Are all of your values in alignment with moving towards this goal in a powerful way? And if you're not moving towards that goal in a powerful way, it's likely that you're trying to avoid certain emotions. So I would check in, I would ask yourself, what are the emotions I've been avoiding by doing this? And in coaching, what we'll do is we'll help you transform those away from values into towards values, so that you take all of the parts of yourself and align it with what it is that you want, and you begin to move towards it without any of that inner resistance. So that's values work. Are there values in conflict with your goal? Do you want to do XYZ, but you're afraid of the rejection, right? Do you want to go to the gym, but you love the comfort of your bed in the morning? Are there values in conflict? The second thing is beliefs. I was working with someone the other night, and this person is highly motivated, and we got to a core belief of his that if he becomes successful, that meant that he would have to leave the people that support him, his friends and his family, that being successful meant leaving those people behind. And so these beliefs are not usually conscious. We know logically that these things aren't true, but it's what it was what was real to his nervous system. At some point in his life, he had associated success with leaving the people he cares about behind. So on an unconscious level, he's fighting himself because he does not want to abandon the people that he cares about. So we need to check in. If you're ever sabotaging yourself, you need to get really clear about what is the unconscious programming that you have about chasing your goal. What does achieving that goal mean to you? And if there's self-sabotage, usually it means that your values are out of alignment And there might be beliefs out of alignment as well. Now, the most important beliefs in a person's nervous system or neurology are beliefs about yourself. They are identity level beliefs. And this is when my life started to transform in incredibly powerful ways. For those of you who don't know my full story, I got to NLP in 2010, and I learned it. I learned it well. But it wasn't until I encountered Damon's material on transforming yourself, or the self-concept, that things began to radically take off for me. I mean, it felt like overnight success. And the reason for that is what you believe about yourself transforms almost every other area of your mindset. The beliefs you hold to be true about you ultimately determine the quality of your life. You may have heard this communicated in a different way. You may have heard this communicated as self-image, the way you see yourself. And most of us know this. It's common within our culture that this is true. We all agree on this, but almost nobody teaches you a way to change it, and you can. So if you're sabotaging yourself, I want you to ask, are there anything that I believe about myself that's out of alignment with this goal? So do I believe I'm a lazy person? Do I believe that I'm a procrastinator? Do I believe that, I'm a loser or I'm not intelligent? If you have beliefs like that about you, those beliefs may block you from the success that you want to have. The way your nervous system works is it works to confirm your belief system. So if you have a limiting set of beliefs, your nervous system's job is to make those limiting beliefs real. This is why, in my opinion, the most important thing you can do for yourself is to learn how to change beliefs. In my opinion, until you do that, you will be a slave to the programming of your past. This is why content like this one, this video, and others like it are so important. The trainings, the courses, the coaching, these are things that I personally have invested in over the years, because to me, my mental freedom is the most important thing to me. So, get your values in alignment. Check in with your belief systems, and most importantly, check in with your identity level beliefs, the most important beliefs you have. And I also want to offer you 2 more things that you can do to end your self-sabotage. The other 2 are to change your environment and to get a purpose, or to align with purpose. So let's start with environment. Environment. There's that great quote, I can't remember where it came from, but you are the average of the 5 people that you spend time with. And, while that's not scientifically accurate, there is truth to putting yourself in environments with mentors will lead to you gaining mindset insights from them, behavioral insights, emotional, energetic insights from your mentors. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I started my mindset journey. And I said, I'm gonna start with fitness. And my goal was to get a 6-pack. And this was one of the things that I constantly self-sabotaged about. So I put myself in an environment where it would be impossible for me to fail at that goal. I walked into a martial arts gym and I signed up for a fight shortly thereafter. So I created an environment where I would have to lose the weight. I'm not recommending this as a strategy for weight loss. I'm just saying there are environments that you can put yourself in that will guarantee success. So if, for example, another personal example is when I wanted to grow my coaching business, I went to San Diego to visit a friend of mine who took his coaching business and was creating multiple 7 figures in it. And by spending 4 days with him and getting around his workflow, it changed the way I thought about getting clients. It changed what I thought focus was. I thought I knew what it meant to focus until I got around that guy, and he just dialed in a whole new level of what it means to focus. I mean, that guy could just get around mentors, get around people who have the results or better than what you want, and you will gain those insights. And if you put yourself in those environments, it will be impossible for you to stay in your current level. Lastly, I want to talk about purpose. And you've probably come across this idea before. And the scientific research on this is very clear. People who have a strong sense of purpose in their lives tend to live longer, they're happier, they are more resilient to mental illness, they recover from sickness faster. It's very, very interesting that having a mission statement, a reason for being, will pull you through life's greatest challenges. It will cause you to grow in incredible ways, and you will be serving other people. So I want to invite you now to begin to ask yourself, what am I a part of larger than myself? When I end this self-sabotage, what am I serving bigger than me? You don't have to know what your purpose is now. That's fine if you don't know that. But I want you to start asking the question, why am I here? And it doesn't have to be the kind of thing where, suddenly you're walking down the street and you get this sudden white flash and then all the answers become clear to you. On the contrary, you can cultivate this for yourself. You can discover what your values are and then create a life in alignment with your values. So for me, my mission is utterly clear. Maybe you heard earlier in the video how passionate I am about changing beliefs. Because to me, you're not truly free until you can change your belief system. So my mission on this earth is to help as many people as I possibly can learn how to change their belief system, master their emotions, and align with purpose, because it will make your life better. If you've been experiencing self-sabotage, check in with your values. Is there a conflict? What beliefs have you been holding on to that are making success impossible? What limiting identities about yourself have been making success impossible? How can you get around people who are going to help you change that? Environment. What environments can you put yourself in where success becomes inevitable? And purpose. What's something larger than you that you can begin to serve that's so important that you will find the ways to end your self-sabotage? All right, if this was useful, I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you have any questions, please write them down. If you want to learn the elements of a healthy self-concept, go ahead and check out the free PDF that you can find in the description or in the pinned comment right there. And that'll take you to that checklist. Also, if you want to see more of my content, you can go over to my YouTube channel, which you can find under my name, Peter Schwartz.